Hello everyone. And one thing has really been on my mind recently that didn't let me sleep safe at night at all. How can Astro Toilets can be defeated at all given all of the circumstances the Alliance went through in the past couple of episodes? Right now the Alliance seems to be weakened as hell, with all of its major assets like both Titan Cameraman and Titan TV Man lost to the enemy's side, and we still don't know for sure whether they are coming back to us or not. And the races of cameramen and TV men seem to be understandably depressed by this too. But you know who doesn't seem to be upset at all during these turbulent times though? Our old friend Jimmy. And as he was trying to convince his former ally Astro Juggernaut to cut ties with Astro Faction and join the Alliance instead, he dropped the name of a certain secret weapon he has been preparing all this time. And according to his words, using this weapon, he will be able to destroy the whole Astro Toilets faction and defeat them for good. So I was thinking lately, what the hell this weapon even can be? And does it exist in the first place? And if it does, then what its true strength can be? Or maybe G-Man is referring to not an object but to a certain person. And why is he so sure of his victory over Astro Toilets, given the fact that the Alliance already suffered a lot in the war with Astros, and is greatly weakened now? And can this secret weapon be actually connected to someone who used to work on Alpha Hill's project? And now, if you're really interested, get your tea and snacks ready, and prepare to watch this video to the end because it's going to be very interesting, and let's go. And be sure to also give this video a like and subscribe to my channel where I make a lot of Skibidi toilet content while you are waiting for the next episode to get released. Okay, so if you are subscribed now, let's continue. And let me address something really interesting in the first place. So yeah, Jimmy said that he already has this super secret and powerful weapon using which he can easily win the entire war with Astros. But do you remember why he said this? Because he was on his mission to convince his former best friend Jaggy to switch sides and join the Alliance instead of Astro Faction, and he had to use a certain level of pressure over him. And from Season 25, we know that what Juggernaut values the most is his literal kids and their safety. So G-Man had to question their well-being under Jaggy's current Astro bosses. And to add to this manipulation, he also used this concept of the super weapon, which would overpower Astro's strength and thus will lead to their defeat, as well as to the passing of Juggernaut's kids. And that's what this guy feared the most. But does this weapon even exist though? Or maybe it is just a gimmick concept made up by G-Man to pull Jaggy on his side? Because prior to Season 25 release, the majority of Skibidi Toilet fans thought that the secret weapon that the Alliance was preparing is actually the upgraded Titan G-Man, but when he finally appeared, we realized that it's not the peak of his physical form yet, so to speak. And now Jimmy also speaks of a certain secret weapon, but in the third person, as if he wasn't referring to himself at all. So maybe he was just cooking something with this speech, y'all. And let's not forget that G-Man is also a really sharp and cunning character who has a lot of things on his mind, and I suspect that some of these things aren't coordinated with the Alliance's authorities at all. So yeah, I think it's kind of plausible that the weapon is a psychological tactic meant to plant doubt in Astro Juggernaut's mind and get him to the Alliance's side ASAP. And by claiming to possess such a powerful tool, G-Man aims to weaken his former comrade's loyalty to the Astro faction and make him follow his own plan. But on the other hand, G-Man's confidence in this scene makes me think that there might be some truth to his claim. Because throughout the entire series, he has demonstrated a really cool ability to predict his enemy's moves and manipulate events in his favor. So the weapon might actually be real, even although we used to think that G-Man was supposed to be a weapon himself, but now the cards are reversed. Okay, so what kind of weapon can it be then? And oh boy, I have several thoughts on that matter. First of all, it can be a literal weapon, and I mean, the most straightforward interpretation of Jimmy's words is that the weapon is some kind of massive and technologically advanced device. And given G-Man's history with the Astro Toilets, he might have insider knowledge about their strengths and weaknesses. And he could have also developed a weapon specifically designed to exploit those weak spots he's well aware of. So the Astro Toilets aren't just high-tech machines, because from episode 77, we learned that they're complex organisms who are also controlled by parasitic entities living inside them. And we still weren't revealed by Boom for sure whether these parasites are of alien origin or they were created manually by someone. But at this point, almost all of the information we have makes me support the alien theory. After all, We know that astro toilets already existed for quite some time and probably existed as a species long before Alpha Hill's project was even established. And they already conquered dozens or even hundreds of different planets before finally moving to the Earth, which happened after G-Man betrayed them already and got to our planet with the goal of creating his own army to resist the Astro faction. So astro toilets, and the parasite-like aliens controlling the host bodies, have the very specific biology which G-Man must be pretty well aware of. And why am I saying this, though? Because, well, what if it's the actual weakest spot in any astro toilet's body, no matter the importance of their soldiers? And what if the secret weapon that G-Man was talking about, and which he is so confident in, aims to this exact weakness? So astro-parasites operate their external bodies, which are massive and seemingly indestructible war machines. But their true hosts remain pretty vulnerable. And G-Man, who once been a high-ranking commander in the Astro faction, must have known this better than anyone. And here's the kicker. We already know what can possibly destroy such parasites for good, no matter how advanced they are. And it already happened in Skibidi series before. So what if the key to defeating the astro toilets isn't just destroying their external bodies, but targeting the parasites directly? In earlier episodes, we saw that the anti-parasite cannon already exists in the Skibidi universe, which was developed and upgraded by the Alliance to counteract the Skibidi virus. However, that device still seemed limited in range and effectiveness. And when some cameramen tried to use it in episode 76, we saw the vision, but the cannon badly needed even more improvements. So what if G-Man spent some time recently refining and upgrading this technology in order to create a supercharged version of it? A weapon specifically tuned to neutralize the parasites within the astro toilets' bodies? Just imagine a massive anti-parasite cannon capable of firing concentrated bursts of energy or a chemicals that directly disrupts the parasite's neural networks. A weapon like this could instantly disable even the strongest astro toilets or the entire units. And then G-Man's army could also sweep in to dismantle the astro toilets without having to engage in long and tedious battles anymore. So if this weapon is indeed parasite-focused, G-Man would have several ways to exploit it strategically. One possibility is that he could deploy it as a large-scale battlefield weapon in order to effectively destroy the entire astro fleets in one fell swoop. Or he could use it while targeting key astro figures only like the UFO Toilet, Astro Duke, and Duchess, or even Astro Mothership. Because taking out high-ranking commanders would save so much more time and plus throw the entire faction into chaos, which would be a delight for me to see. And let's not forget that G-Mans can also use some sneaky ways to operate this weapon. He might use his knowledge of the Astro faction's internal stuff to stealthily infiltrate their ranks, like planting the weapon in their central command hub and then boom, the entire Astro leader line is gone. But that would be too easy, isn't it? Okay. But what if his secret weapon isn't just a cannon or a device? Like what if instead of a traditional weapon, Jimmy might have developed some kind of biochemical agent designed to target the astro parasites specifically? This could be a gas or liquid that spreads quickly through the astro ranks, infecting and neutralizing the parasites while leaving other factions unharmed. A weapon like this would be just lethal in close environment, like space stations or space astro bases, where we can move really soon in future episodes. Or maybe G-Man was not referring to a device at all, but to a new generation of agents designed specifically to combat the Astro faction. These could include heavily upgraded versions of Titan Speakerman and the Speakerman Armada, which I am still waiting to appear. Or this secret weapon could be a completely new entity, like a hybrid of the Alliance's technology and biological components that combines the strength of all Titans in someone new. But I believe it might actually be too bold of me to assume. Okay, and the last option is an actual computer infiltration, huh? And in my last video regarding the secret agent and his new member of the Alpha Hills family, I already explained to you how the new race can actually be already here in Skibidi series, and the computer man we all were waiting for could actually be here since the dawn of time. So what if the Alliance as well as Jimmy could use some of their help? And that is actually the secret weapon G-Man was talking about. What if there could be some sort of new developed virus capable of hacking into the astro toilet systems, corrupting their programming and turning their organic technologies they value so much against them? So overall, G-Man's confidence in his ability to defeat the Astro faction makes me think that whatever weapon he's developed is more than just a theory at this point. This Chad is definitely cooking something special, and knowing his character, I'm pretty sure that he was serious about this secret weapon, and Astro Juggernaut better believe him to stay alive. And even though the true nature of Jimmy's secret weapon still remains hidden, I already expect quite a lot from it in the future Skibidi episodes. Whether it's a supercharged anti-parasite cannon, a biochemical agent, new Titan, or a cyber attack from Alpha Hill's family, I am still pretty much excited about everything. And whatever form his weapon takes, it has the potential to change the course of the entire series and its plot. And what do you guys think about all of this? And that was all for today. Write in the comments below your own opinion, as I am always interested to read what my viewers think. And be sure to subscribe to my channel not to miss my new videos to entertain yourselves while you are waiting for episode 78 to get released. And that was me, ISO Toilet. See ya!